Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for stopping by once again. I truly appreciate you all. So my people, wonder they say shall never end, honestly. Like there is nothing we no go see for this country called Nigeria, especially from this our heartless, wicked leaders. Finally, Orji Uzor Kalu don't disgrace himself on national television. According to Orji Uzor Kalu, he said that his salary monthly is 14 million naira. That 14 million naira is not even enough for him. Hey, my people, is Orji Uzor Kalu aware that Nigeria minimum wage is 17,000 naira? And that 17,000 naira is not even all the states that are paying that amount to. Some states are still in 30,000 naira. And Orji Uzor Kalu is mocking Nigerians, telling Nigerians that 14 million he is earning as salary monthly is not enough for him. This is people that are busy doing nothing. They are not even representing their people. And at the end of the month, they will hammer them with 14 million. And these people are telling us that the 14 million is not enough. They are earning such amount of money, doing absolutely nothing. Why Nigeria minimum wage is 70,000 naira? Like, is Orji Uzor Kalu mocking Nigerians or what? My people, not only that too. Orji Uzor Kalu tell Nigerians that Tinubu sometimes move around at night to see how Nigerians are suffering. Can you just imagine that? Only in the night that Tinubu is walking around to see how Nigeria... Like, is Nigerians not asleep at this time? How is Tinubu going to know how Nigerians are faring? Because they have already told us that Tinubu does not even watch television, doesn't even go to the internet. So all this noise we are making, Tinubu is not even listening to us. It's only those people that are around him are telling him what he wants to hear. So it's only in the night that Tinubu normally go out to see, is it the spirit that he wants to go and interact with or with Nigerians? My people, this one really tire us. But trust Nigerians now. Let me read out some reactions from what people are saying concerning this useless statement Orji Uzor Kalu made before I allow you guys to see the reaction from Arise Television. Madi Shehu said, "You are a bloody liar. He is always on the move from London, France, Saudi, China, and South Africa. Hence, he cannot be aware of what Nigerians are going through. He is constantly in absentee, on run, on our way." So another person said, "Shebi if them beat this one now, people would say that youth too diverse. Tell me why this fool wouldn't shut up at least, since he doesn't have sense, apparently." And another person said, "Even Tinubu Abinati Pen will be shocked by this kind of comment. I did tell you, my brother." My people, comment to Boko, like a lot of comment. People are really reacting concerning this nonsense comment from Orji Uzor Kalu. Let me allow you guys so that you can listen and hear what Dr. Abad said concerning this matter. But before then, please, if today is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Share this video so that other people will get opportunity to watch as well. Give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend this video to other people to watch. Thanks so much for watching. So let's go ahead and watch the video together, my people.
Senator representing Abia North, Orji Kalu, has said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that Nigerians are experiencing economic hardship. Kalu made the comments during a live television interview on Thursday. He said that Tinubu moves around Abuja with 1 or 2 cars some nights to feel the pulse of the people. The senator also disclosed that he earns 14 million naira as his monthly salary, which he claims is not even enough. Let's take a listen.
Himself knows that Nigerians are suffering. The president knows that Nigerians are hungry. The president knows he's a street person. He knows the street very well. The president some nights uses his car to go around and know what is happening in Abuja here. People really? Yes, of course. Whether they kidnap or not, the president goes around with 1 or 2 cars and see what is happening. It's not a president that's locked up in a room. It's not a president that doesn't know what is. He knows. But this president is bad. He's very courageous on his own. Because most of the things he's doing, I might not be able to take them all. How much do you earn as a salary, Senator? I earn 14 million for everything. In a year or per month? In a month. In a month. That's but everything compulsory. In your salary? My salary, the overhead, the worker salary, everybody. So it's... You don't think that is enormous? No, it's not. You're not the only one. No. Let me be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Do you know this money I have to buy fuel, I have to travel to my constituency, I have to maintain constituency office, I have to sit in the constituency. It's not enough.
Dr. Abati, everything compassing is not enough. I mean, what are we not going to hear in Nigeria? Well, let me take this reaction before I come to you, Dr. Abati. This is from Ennis, who wrote, "You are earning 14 million naira monthly for doing nothing. Come on, Nigerians. It is a high time Nigerian people wake up to correct this injustice in the society. 14 million naira divided by 160 people or workers by Nigerian minimum wage is 87,500 naira. I know feet shout." Dr. Abati, I mean,
well, you see, these your lawmakers, they are very interesting people. And someone like Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, he's been governor twice. He's now a senator. I mean, he will qualify as a statesman, you know, and he's a grandfather. He's, you know, he's been around. And then he will go on television to tell Nigerians that 14 million naira is not enough for him in a month, that in fact he uses it to buy fuel to go to his constituency.
Yes.
And everything encompassing, everything, 14 million naira. In a country where some people have just spoken that some people have not received their salaries because some banks are not functioning. How does he want people like that here listening to him to feel?
I don't know.
And then, you know, this 14 million naira, okay, is from Igberi in Abia North, that's his constituency in Abia State. Yes. So even if he spends 1 million naira to go from Abuja to Igberi, he cannot spend up to 14 million naira. So I think this is the point that Nigerians make about these senators. That look, they are overpaid and underworked. Mm-hmm. Many of them are guilty of absenteeism. Many of them go there to just snore and sleep during proceedings. When they don't show up, they say they are doing committee work. Well, that's why Nigerians are saying we should have a unicameral legislature.
Yes.
And the work of the members of this unicameral legislature should be part-time work.
Yeah.
All the people in the National Assembly who are doing nothing, who have nothing to do, you know, they are collecting 14 million and they have the effrontery to come and tell us that it is not enough. So how much does Senator Orji Kalu wants to earn? How much will be enough for him? Perhaps 150 million naira per month. That's very ridiculous.
Right.
Number two, he made the point that it's committees that are given vehicles, not members of, you know, of the National Assembly. Okay, what I know is that there's no member of that National Assembly that doesn't belong to one committee or the other. Except Senator Orji Kalu is telling us that the committees of the National Assembly, the people who are using those cars are goats. Mm-hmm. And then we will ask the question that, okay, how does he reconcile that with other, you know, senators who have told us before that they use the 65 million naira SUVs that they've been given for constituency work. And Nigerians are saying, no, you can't be riding expensive imported vehicles. Go and ride innocent. Go and ride other locally assembled cars. Just make sure you don't get CNG that is put together by welders so that you can be safe. Number three, I think he went overboard when he was saying President Tinubu is from the street. He knows the street. He knows what Nigerians are suffering. And he will deal with it. That he goes out in the evening.
And then with one or two
cars. That's a security breach. I don't think it's a good thing to be announcing that sometimes in the evening, President Tinubu goes around, you know, Abuja. In a country where there are kidnappers.
He said it doesn't matter.
No, we don't want our president to be kidnapped. Because people are angry, that they are hungry. If he goes about driving around, well, I don't know. Well,
all right.
Well, but Senator Kalu says he knows the street.
He knows the street. Our president knows the street. He wants to feel the pulse of the people. Well, I mean, something's got to give. One thing I took away from what you said, Dr. Bat, is about our governance system in Nigeria. Well, let's take a story under entertainment. Musician Speed Darlington was arrested on October 4th after a complaint was filed by Grammy Award-winning musician Burna Boy, alleging defamation and cyber stalking, has claimed that the police did him dirty while he was in detention and seized his phone. The musician emphasized that he holds no grudge against Burna Boy, but questioned why a mature person will be angered by insults. The singer also admitted ignorance of cybercrime laws, expressing surprise at their existence. Ayo, this man really, I mean, I laughed so hard when I read that you did me dirty. But where is his phone? His phone is still with the police. Why are they holding his phone? Is because he doesn't know how to use it or what? but it's still on cyber defamation and all of that. Meanwhile, popular cross-dresser Bob Risky has again denied making defamatory statements against senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, and his son Falz, following a demand of a public apology and retraction of the alleged defamation statements filed by the duo. While reacting via Instagram, the cross-dresser argued that only very dark man should be held responsible for publishing defamatory content. He also claimed that his fundamental right to communication is not being respected and stated that his legal representative is working on a detailed explanation. We discussed this yesterday. I wanted to make sure that we conclude this conversation because, like we talked about yesterday, the voice recording, he's still denying that voice recording, those two stories.
All right, so he is. So he's until, like we've talked about, a forensic audit is done to determine whether or not it was really his voice. He has said he's not the one, it's not his voice, fine. But Speed Darlington, like Dr. Bate always says, ignorance of the law
absolutely
does not exclude you. And I think when it comes to this cybercrime issue, a lot of Nigerians need to know that. They cannot go and say that, oh, but I did not know that it was, and then he was saying that, why is this so weak, that people are always insulting him every day and he doesn't do anything. That's his own business. If Burna Boy says he's sensitive to a thing, he can go to court. And the fact that he's saying, I did not know it was a crime, will not remove him from answering questions. So, he should just be humble. I think he has apologized. Just, Speed Darlington, you've learned this one.
Please, Rufai, 30 seconds before we take this one. In terms of defamation, Dr. Basi, 30 seconds. Speed Darlington, police did him dirty.
But police did him dirty. I mean, we don't support the harassment and everything. But does he know that is the case still on? Because he's still going to go to court and he might pay for damage for defamation.
And whose phone is he using actually?
All the things, maybe he went to buy one palace or somewhere. All the things he said, unprovoked.
Yes.
And he said all of that to a fellow human being. No. And he's saying everybody take insults. Why is he complaining they did him dirty? If everybody did.
Anyway, Dr. Bati, 30 seconds before we take this one.
Is that ignorance is no excuse in law. And maybe, many Nigerians, particularly young persons of his generation, will learn from his example.
Yes.
That you cannot, I don't know, it's not a defense.
No, absolutely not.
And the other thing also is that the police may be keeping his phone. We want to believe that because they are still investigating.
Absolutely.
And this is something that was done, via the phone. And number 3 is the point that he cannot determine for Burna Boy how he feels. He was saying people used to call him gay, and he didn't take offense. At the time of PDD, you go and openly call somebody or label somebody. Is he aware that there is a same-sex prohibition act of 2014 in Nigeria where you are not supposed to engage in same-sex relationship? So that's where Burna Boy is coming from. You can't label him, and give him a label that it does not belong to him.
Absolutely. Well said, guys. Defamation is real. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.